Get ready for a knockout. UFC legend Georges St-Pierre is getting the biopic treatment, tracing his journey from Quebec to global icon. We're diving deep into the man behind the legend, and you won't want to miss it. Plus, Joe Rogan has a wild idea for a UFC fight at the White House, potentially featuring Alexander Volkanovski and Movsar Evlov. Could this be the most epic venue for an MMA showdown ever? And is the U.S. economy ready for a historic UFC event? We're looking at the numbers behind the proposed UFC Freedom 250 card at the White House and what it means for the nation. Finally, after his win at UFC London, what's next for the dynamic striker Michael Venom Page? We've got the inside scoop on his future and a dream matchup fans are clamoring for. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a second.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Georges St-Pierre's incredible journey is coming to the big screen. Get ready for a deep dive into the life of UFC icon Georges St-Pierre, as a new biopic is officially in the works. This film aims to go beyond the GSP, the global icon persona, to reveal the man, Georges himself. Director Thomas Soto, recognized for his work in Canadian cinema, is at the helm, promising an intimate and honest portrayal. St-Pierre himself expressed his excitement, stating that he's been considering telling his story for a while, and that this team presented a unique creative vision. Known for his legendary 26-2 MMA record and multiple UFC championship reigns, GSP is widely considered one of the greatest fighters of all time, a legacy cemented by his 2020 UFC Hall of Fame induction. This biopic is set to explore the personal journey and challenges behind his unparalleled career. Fans are already buzzing with anticipation, eager to see the real Georges St-Pierre brought to life. The film promises to be a must-watch for MMA enthusiasts and moviegoers alike. But what happens when the octagon meets the nation's capital? Next, we're talking about a potential UFC event on the White House lawn. Could a UFC title fight actually happen at the White House? UFC commentator Joe Rogan is throwing out a bold suggestion: Alexander Volkanovski versus Movsar Evlov for a UFC featherweight championship bout, staged right on the White House lawn. This comes after Evlov's impressive win over Lerone Murphy at UFC London, with Volkanovski reportedly open to the challenge. Rogan believes this would be an unmissable event, even suggesting a June timeframe for the potential showdown. The Evlov thing was very impressive. The fact that he was able to stand with him was very impressive to me, Rogan stated on his podcast. He's pushing for this fight to happen, emphasizing the excitement it would generate and the need for such a high-profile matchup. Rogan's vision paints a picture of an unprecedented event, potentially adding a massive attraction to an already significant card. Fans are debating whether Evlov deserves the next title shot, with Rogan's White House idea adding another layer of intrigue to the featherweight division's future. But is the nation's financial health ready for such a spectacle? Next, we're investigating the economic realities behind a potential historic UFC event. Is the United States financially prepared for a major UFC event? With a proposed UFC Freedom 250 card set for the White House lawn on June 14, 2026, questions arise about the nation's fiscal standing. Latest Treasury reports reveal staggering liabilities exceeding $47 trillion against assets of $6 trillion, painting a picture of significant financial strain, with national debt climbing rapidly. Despite these numbers, the White House event, featuring a stacked lineup including Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje and Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gane, is expected to proceed unaffected. The event's budget is a fraction of the federal spending, drawing from the executive office's annual budget, and is not directly tied to the national debt crisis. Fortune's analysis points to potential insolvency based on standard accounting principles, noting the government's reliance on printing money and rolling over debt. However, the Treasury Department does not officially use the term insolvent. While the long-term fiscal outlook remains a concern for analysts, the immediate impact on the UFC White House card is deemed minimal. The focus remains on the star-studded fights planned for the South Lawn. After exploring the financial backdrop, let's turn our attention back to the octagon. Next, we're talking about a fighter making a triumphant return and what lies ahead for him. What's next for Michael Venom Page after his UFC London win? Michael Venom Page secured a decision victory in his welterweight return against Sam Patterson at UFC London, a fight that unfolded with minimal significant action despite Page landing more strikes. The bout, characterized by a lack of engagement, left many questioning the matchup's logic. Page, now approaching 39, revealed on Ariel Helwani's show that he has only one fight remaining on his UFC contract. Given his age and the UFC's potential long-term plans, there's speculation about whether the promotion will re-sign him. However, a dream matchup that fans have been clamoring for is against Stephen "Wonderboy" Thompson. Both fighters are known for their dynamic, karate-style striking, and with both potentially nearing the end of their current UFC deals, the timing for this bout has never been more perfect. It's a clash of styles that promises fireworks and a fitting showcase for two fan-favorite strikers. Fans are eager to see MVP back in action, and the potential for a Wonderboy showdown is generating significant buzz. From epic careers to potential showdowns, we've covered a lot of ground. Stay tuned for our lightning round recap and a full call to action. Georges St-Pierre's biopic is on the way. Joe Rogan wants a UFC fight at the White House. The U.S. economy's impact on UFC is being scrutinized, and Michael Venom Page's next move is heating up. Don't miss any of the action like this video, subscribe to news, hit that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Plus, follow us on all socials for even more exclusive content.